Evening, everyone. This is not going to be a regular lecture where we go ahead and we, study something. But I want to kind of dedicate half an hour or 1 hour to the strategy that we should be following now, given that we have approximately 2.5 months, 2 months, 2.5 months in hand, and we have to go ahead and revise the entire syllabus according to IIT JAM Economics. So what I have gone ahead and done is, the first thing that I have done is analyzed the entire paper that came in 2021. And as we know, the entire syllabus can be brought down into 5 main subjects: micro, macro, stats, maths, and Indian Eco. I'll take all your doubts also at the end of the session. I'll first tell you as to how I am planning to go ahead and how I am thinking of us approaching this exam. Then we'll take all the doubts, whatever is pending, how to go about it and what to do it. Now, in microeconomics, in the last exam, we had 15 questions that came. These questions total consisted of 26 marks out of 100 marks. Microeconomics was targeted for 26 marks. When we talk about macroeconomics, we had 16 questions, and they again constituted 26 marks out of 100. When I talk about stats, we had 8 questions, and stats only came for 14 marks. Then we had maths. There were 15 questions which came for 25 marks. And finally, we had Indian Eco, only 6 questions constituting 9 marks. If you add them up, you will come up to 100 marks. Okay. Now, there were 60 questions that came in the exam. Now, because microeconomics, macro, and maths are major topics that have majority of the portion that needs to be revised and covered, my first aim would be for you to go ahead and start revising microeconomics. I'm planning to go ahead and to give you daily based, daily we'll have some targets that we'll have to meet. From those targeted chapters, you'll ask me whatever doubt you have. At the end of the day, I will post assignment related to those targeted chapters only. You will solve those questions. If there is any doubt, we will discuss those doubts. We can discuss it over app. If it's not clear, we can take it over a call. We can take it over video. And then at the end of the targeted week, once we have completed that much curriculum, we'll take a full-fledged, full syllabus test of that subject. So first of all, I want to talk about microeconomics. The aim of microeconomics would be to start from today and go till 12/12/2021. I want to dedicate this week to microeconomics. Now, what is the content that I want you to do? First of all, for today, 5/12/2021, I want you to cover chapter 2 to 6 at any cost. Whenever I'm talking about any chapters, I want you to refer to the variant folder. Don't go beyond that for IIT JAM exam. That is it, what is required. If I think something is important from my live lectures for IIT JAM, I will add it to that folder. You just have to focus on this variant folder. And from that, chapter 2 to 6 have to be completed as of today. Then, on 6/12/2021, you will cover chapters 7, 8, 9. Last year, we had a question from this chapter that was asked. And I'm expecting a question on index number to be asked this year. So this is an important unit or an important part that you have to cover. I'm expecting one question to come from each of the portion that I've allocated per day. Then on 7/12, I'll just share the pictures also with you of this targets. On 7th, you will cover chapter 10, 12, and 13 of this folder. In chapter 12 and 13, I have gone ahead and covered some very important numericals, very important. I am expecting, last year there was a numerical from these chapters in the fill in the blanks. I'm expecting a question would be definitely come. A question will definitely come from these chapters. So you have to for sure understand these chapters, understand how to calculate risk premium. Then on 8/12/2021, I want you to go through the producer part. This was all consumer. So we'll go through chapter 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. Don't go by numbers. These are very, very small and basic chapters. You will be able to cover them in a day. You just have to dedicate yourself thoroughly this week to microeconomics and do nothing else. Only these chapters. In the evening, I will post an assignment. Try and do that assignment, and you should be thorough with those chapters. On the next day, 9/12/2021, you will do chapters related to monopoly and oligopoly. Chapter 28, chapter 29. This is monopoly. There was a question on this in the last exam. This is oligopoly. We again had a 2-mark question on this the last exam, and this is game theory. Though there was no question on this, I am expecting they will definitely ask you to calculate Nash equilibrium this year. This is a sure thing that will come in exam. Please don't skip this. 150%, this is a part of this year's exam. It is not going anywhere. Then on 10th, you will cover chapter on general equilibrium. There was a question, 2-mark question from general equilibrium last year, expected to come every year. It's not going anywhere. They will ask you that this is an Edgeworth box. Consumer 1 has Cobb-Douglas preferences. Consumer 2 has substitute good preferences. Find the general equilibrium. Find Pareto efficiency. They will definitely ask you in exam. Find the equation of the contact curve. They will ask you in exam, contract curve. So you have to be thorough with these chapters. It is very important. 1 2-mark question is full-fledged, definitely coming in exam. From question 51 to 60, it will definitely be asked. Finally, you will be on 11/12/2021. Do chapter 34, 36, 37. This is on externalities and public goods. Last year, there were 2 questions related to this. One was on adverse selection moral hazard, and one was a numerical on externalities. So you will definitely get some questions from here. 2 questions means 4 marks were covered from just these 3 chapters. So you have to focus on these chapters. At the end, on 12/2021, that's next Sunday when we meet, I will have a full-fledged 2-hour microeconomics exam with you. And that ways we will cover microeconomics in 1 week. Please don't think that this is a lot. We have to abide by this schedule by any cost, because I'm planning to have my first revision done by the mid of Jan, so that you have ample time to revise yourself. So you have to be on schedule with these chapters. Please try and do it on the same day. Try and solve the assignment that I give you on that very day itself. Try and on that day. So for chapter 2 to 6, for example, tomorrow I will post the past year question that was asked, solved past year question, and I will also post this. I will post a video, and I will also post similar questions that can be asked. So you have to solve them on the same day. I am expecting few questions to be asked by combining few of the units together also. So for example, they can ask you to derive the demand curve and find the substitution effect. That is chapter 6 and 8 combined. But you would be able to do that only if you have thoroughly done these chapters in detail. So just pick up on that folder, start doing each and every chapter. I already have posted a lot of assignments. If you find time, start doing those assignments. Otherwise, at least do the daily assignment that I am going to post from tomorrow onwards. For today, I want you to start reading this chapter. Tomorrow morning, you'll have the first assignment from chapter 2 to 6 in your app and your web portal. You should be able to start practicing that. Then I am planning that the next thing that we'll pick up will be macroeconomics, because of the 26 marks weightage that it had. So, if we finish this and this by December, at least we have covered 50% of the course. We have revised that thoroughly. So what I'm going to then go ahead and do, again, please write down the schedule that we will follow. 13/12/2021, I will do national. I want you to revise national income accounting. This is chapter 2 to chapter 6 of the folder that we have already. So we have the folder of macroeconomics. From that folder, chapter 2 to chapter 6 have to be covered. They're very basic chapters. They talk about circular flow of income. They talk about what is basic economy, what is IS curve, what is LM curve, how to find GDP. There was a full-fledged 2 marks numerical only on calculating GDP last year. There was a full-fledged 2 marks question related to ISLM curve. And I'm expecting the ISLM curve will definitely be asked this year. And definitely they will ask you to find GDP. So you have to thoroughly do these chapters from 2 to 6. At least 4 to 5 marks of macroeconomics will come from this unit, from national income accounting. Then on 14/12/2021, we will do behavioral and technological function. Now, what is this? This has to be done from chapter 11, 12, and 13 of macroeconomics folder. Last year, there was a question on life cycle hypothesis in the exam for 2 marks. That is covered in chapter 11. This year, I'm expecting a question related to permanent income hypothesis. Again, part of chapter 11. So you have to thoroughly do these hypotheses. Chapter 12 is about investment function. Last year, question 1 was on investment. And I'm expecting one question will again come on investment. I'm expecting that the investment question would be related to fixed investment or some hypothesis related to investment. But there will be a 1 mark question on this for sure. And then there will be one question that will be coming from chapter 13. Again, I'm expecting a 1 mark question on money supply, money demand. Most probably they will give you a 1 marker here, or they will ask you to calculate money multiplier, and that will come as a 2 marks question. They will give you the reserve ratio. We have done this in the lectures, please see there. And they will ask you to find money multiplier. So this unit is supposedly coming for again 4 to 5 marks. Then on 15th, we will revise business cycles, where you will do chapter on aggregate demand, aggregate supply. Again, this is a part of macroeconomics folder. Here, I'm also planning, I am expecting to be a question which can be related a bit to the current business cycle. So I'm going to add some more videos that I'm expecting might come in exam, though they are not directly specified as part of the syllabus. So here I will add at least 2 to 3 more short videos on business cycles. So you will see the content. It will come in another 2-3 days. I'll upload that. But I'm expecting the content to be there on business cycles during COVID-19 or what happened. So I will upload few videos related to business cycles here more. Then on 16/12/2021, you will have to do open economy. Although last year there was no question on Mundell-Fleming model, I am expecting that this year there will be a question on Mundell-Fleming model. So you should be doing this very well. So please expect one question on the Mundell-Fleming model also this year. There was no question last year. Also, this year I'm expecting one 1 mark question on nominal versus real exchange rate or purchasing power parity. This unit is going to come for 3 to 4 marks. Maybe a 2 marks question, either numerical or Mundell-Fleming model, and 1 to 2 marks on purchasing power parity and nominal real exchange rate. Then on 17/12/2021, you'll do inflation and unemployment. Last year, there was a question on augmented Phillips curve. This year also, we will have a question on Phillips curve, but I'm expecting long run Phillips curve to be asked in exam. Plus, they may ask you basic questions like what is stagflation. Usually these kind of questions on stagflation come in JNU exam, or they come in Madras School of Economics, or they come in IGIDR, but they may ask you a 1 mark question on what is stagflation. They may ask you a 1 mark question on what are the costs of inflation, match the following can come, or they can ask you which of the following is cost of inflation, and they may give you shoe leather inflation, etc. So again, this will come for 3 to 4 marks. Again, this is there in the folder. And finally, on 18/12/2021, you will do growth model. This is a complete folder within macroeconomics, which talks about 5 growth models: Solow, Harrod-Domer, AK, Romer, and Schumpeter. Last year, there was a question on Solow model. I have solved that question and posted it along with this lecture only on Solow model. This year, I am expecting a question on Harrod-Domer. Either Harrod-Domer, 2 marks will come here, and they may ask you 1 mark question on the role of entrepreneur. So I've given this complete lecture on what is the role of entrepreneur. I'm expecting 1 mark question from here. So again, 3 to 4 marks from this unit. If we see, this covers approximately 20 to 25 marks syllabus from macroeconomics. On 19/12/2021, we will have our full-fledged macroeconomics test. Even if you are not able to do the syllabus completely as per the schedule, you should still sit for the test. That is important. You should not skip the test. It is okay if out of 60 questions, you are only able to attempt 40, you're only able to attempt 30, but you should sit for each and every test. You should try each and every assignment, even if you are not completely done with that day's course. So this is the second part that we are going to cover. We are going to cover this and this by 19th of December. That is what my aim is. Then we will begin with maths, because this is the third major part where we will be having 25 marks paper that will come. And here the pattern that I have seen is that they have asked a lot of questions related to trigonometry. So you will have to go back and revise trigonometry, though it is not specifically mentioned in any part of the syllabus. Yet, whenever we are doing functions, for example, when I did linear algebra, I talked in detail about what should be the angle between two vectors, and I talked about the angle being cos theta. But you should know what is cos 60, cos 120, cos 90, cos 0, what is sine 0, sine 90. So you should know what is, from where to where is my sine function defined, from where to where is my cos function defined. So that is something that you have to, focus on in maths. It's not a part of any of the topic, but it is definitely coming within the topics. For example, within linear algebra, you will see that trigonometry is used. Within range domain, trigonometry is used. So when I will give you the questions on daily basis, I will give you trigonometry to practice, and I will also write the answers for those so that you can practice those. So I am planning to do maths. We'll do maths starting 20/12/2021, and 20 and 21. We will do the basic preliminary and functions. This is, if you go to the lectures, this is chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the book. Again, it's there in the maths folder, preliminary and functions. We have covered sets. We have covered what are functions of many variables, function of 2 variable, what is range, what is domain, what is one-to-one function, what is onto function. All of that is going to be important here. Then from 22nd/12/2021 to 23rd/12/2021, you will focus on differentiation. This is chapter 6, 7, 8, 12, 11 of the book. Again, everything is there in your videos. This has been thoroughly covered. We talked in length and breadth of what is differentiation, what is partial differentiation, what is a homogeneous function, what is a homothetic function, what is mean value theorem, what is extreme value theorem. Definitely, mean value theorem is coming in this year's exam. It's not going anywhere. So you have to focus on these chapters. These are actually in continuation. You don't even have to segregate. If you go lecture by lecture, I have actually made the maths course according to these units only. Then the third thing that you have to do is integration. This is chapter 9 of the book. If all of you don't know what book I'm referring to, we are referring to Hammond, Sedister and Hammond. This is again posted in the app. If you want, I will post this book again in the app. You should be referring to this book first of all thoroughly. There are a lot of assignments on maths that are posted chapter wise. Every day that you revise these units, you should do those assignments. And every day I will give at least 20 to 30 questions related to that unit that you have to cover. I will try and cover all type of questions so that we know what can come in exam. So integration you will do from 24, 25 and 26. In integration, last year we had integration with trigonometric functions. And we had definite integrals. The area under the curve was asked from this point to this point. Basic integrations were asked. We talked about various rules of integration. You should revise this chapter thoroughly to see those rules. Then we'll focus on differential equation. This will be done 27, 28, 29 of December. Here, last year, there was a 2 marks question. I've uploaded that also in the app. It was on what is homogeneous and separable differential equation. A lecture video on this has also been posted. What are the different types of differential equations? How to solve those differential equations? And I have also in length and breadth talked about what is homogeneous and separable differential equations. You have to focus on this. Again, I'm expecting 3 to 4 marks on differential equation will come in exam. Then the most important topic that they have covered is linear algebra. This is a separate folder. Separate folder that you will see in your app and web portal. You should at least dedicate 2 days to this. If possible, I would say you should, start reading this simultaneously. It is something which is going to be a relatively new topic for you in case you are not from science domain. So I want you to simultaneously start reading these lectures. I am expecting a question to be asked on eigenvalues, a question to be asked on eigenvectors, a question to be asked on linear independence, question to be asked on rank of matrix, question to be asked on spanning set. At least 6 to 7 marks, even 8 marks can come from this unit. It is that important a unit. And I have tried to cover all possible kind of questions in the lectures. Nothing beyond those lectures would come in exam. These are the main topics: spanning, linear independence, eigenvalue, eigenvectors, etc. So you have to go back Matrices, determinants. There was a 2 marks question on matrices. There was a 2 marks question on spanning the set. I'm expecting this to come this year. So you have to go through each and every video right from the starting. What is a vector? What is a field? How do you span a vector space? What is a vector space? What is a subspace? Everything has to be covered from the lecture notes. And finally, you have to do optimization. This is just the Lagrange. There was a 2 marks question on Lagrange. And then linear programming. I've posted lectures on that also. Using 3 variables and 2 variables. This came for 4 marks. So I'm expecting optimization to come for again 6 to 7 marks. 1 question on optimization from here and at least 1 question on linear programming. So once we do this, this has to be done from 1st Jan to 3rd Jan. On 4th of Jan 2022, we will keep a full-fledged maths exam. And I want to keep at least 2 maths paper because I may not be able to cover all the possible questions related to maths. It's huge and vast. So we will take 1 more exam on 5th of Jan 2022. Again, the remaining maths would be asked. So I'll mix and match and I will give you 2 exams simultaneously on maths. By then, we would have covered everything related to maths also. Then, at last, we would start covering statistics. So, stats is the most simple of all. And if you notice, that's the reason why they have just given statistics for 14 marks. Because we don't have much to cover in stats. Only very basic econometrics was asked in stats. You don't have to do a complete part of econometrics in stats. Econometrics as a subject separately does not come in IIT JAM paper. So you don't have to focus on that. So what do we have to focus on? Chapter 2 to 5 in the statistics folder. This is unit 1, which is called probability and theory. You'll do this on 4th, 5th, and 6th Jan. And I will give you simultaneously every day 20 questions related to these topics. Then, chapter 7 and 8 is mathematical statistics. I'm expecting just 1 question on this. And this will either be on method of movement or on maximum likelihood. It will be a 2 marks question that will come from this exam, this unit. And you don't have to dedicate more than 2 days to it. It's a small unit with approximately just 3 to 4 hours of lectures. So not more than 1 question is coming and not more than 2 days are required here. Then the third part is hypothesis testing. I'm expecting 1 question on this on type 1, type 2 error. And 1 question on directly hypothesis. So this might come for 4 marks. Again, you just have to dedicate 9th and 10th Jan on this. And at last, the 4th unit is correlation and regression. I wanted to dedicate 3 days on this, 11th, 12th, and 13th of Jan. This will be covered from the econometrics folder. And which chapters will you cover? Chapter 1, 2, 3, and 5. Only these are the relevant chapters for IIT JAM Economics. Only these have to be covered for this unit. This would be an exhaustive thing. Actually, it is more than what is required. Nothing beyond these 4 chapters will come in IIT JAM exam from this unit. And this unit will again come for 4 marks. So expect 4 marks for this, 4 for this, 8. Expect 2 marks here, 10, and at least 4 to 5 marks here, because this covers probability and Bayes theorem and other, finding joint distribution, probability density function. There were 2 to 3 questions last year. So definitely this is the most important unit, most important and most tricky also. It will take some time for you to revise and go through this unit. Again, for all of these chapters, assignments and their solutions are posted in the app and the web portal. Start going through them on the scheduled time. In case you don't find the assignment or you don't find the right folder, just post it on the group and we will, make sure that you have it so that you can practice those. I have given final answer for each assignment question, but in case you think that for a particular question, you're not able to get the answer, you're not clear with the working, you can post it on the group. Please post it on the group, not individually, because I don't get those messages when you post individually. So post it on the group and I will, tell you the entire process of solving that question. So all these chapters have their assignments posted in the stats assignment folder. Start doing them also. And finally, I have thought of dedicating 15th to 17th of Jan on Indian Eco. Only 6 questions were asked. They were very simple. They talked about 1991 liberalization, privatization, globalization. They talked about the Planning Commission. You will have these videos in your app maximum by next week. They're just getting formatted. But for this part, I will actually go ahead and I will tell you some tricks to remember them also. So here I might take a live class and I might tell you how to remember those theory parts, because it's very theoretical. So we'll make sure that we have some important parts to remember. So again, this might come for 6 to 8 marks this year or 6 to 10 marks this year. Therefore, and I will have a full-fledged exam of this on 18th Jan, 18/1/2022. Along with this, I have prepared 10 mock papers of IIT JAM. These mock papers are full-fledged paper. Each of them have 60 questions exactly in the same format as that of the last year's exam. So they have MCQs, fill in the blanks, more than one answer correct, and finally solving numericals. Everything is there, and there are 10 papers. But I want you to take these mock papers only starting 19th of Jan. Do them from 19th to 25th of Jan so that you know what are your weak points and you can focus on those weak points in the next 5-6 days. And by 1st of Feb, you should have revised everything. The next 10 days would be for you to again revise whatever notes you have prepared so that you can sit for the exam. But my aim would be to have each test for each subject being done at least once by 19th of Jan. We should have revised everything at least once. In between, if I think that there is some small topic, which should be covered, although it's not exhaustively written in the list, but if I think that that can come in exam, I'll keep posting some 5-10 minutes videos in between, and I'll keep reminding you to go through those videos also. So take them at the last moment as part of your revision. But as of now, whatever I have listed here is there in your app and your portal, and you should start revising it in the same way. So first of all, currently our aim is to prepare ourselves for the first microeconomics test that we are going to go ahead and give on 12th of December. This is the first thing that I want you to focus on. Then we will take one by one. Any doubts that you have, I can address those now. You can even write it on the chat and we'll take it. Anything, any question, what kind of questions come, or anything that is not clear to you? So you have questions which will have just one answer, MCQs. You have fill in the blanks. You have questions which will have more than one answer correct. And finally, you have full-fledged numericals. Again, that will come as MCQs only, as fill in the blanks only, for 2 marks at the last. That is the kind of questions that will come in exam. The most difficult part would be for you to do the fill in the blanks, because they won't have any option given and you just have to solve it to give the answer. Stats will be completely practical. Nothing from the theory is going to come. A lot of questions were asked last time on joint probability distribution, marginal probability distribution, conditional probability. So chapter 2 to 6 of stats is of utmost importance. For sure, it is coming in exam for at least 6 marks is what you should be aware of. Okay.